Before we get started, I'd like you guys to try these practice problems. Go ahead and pause it now, give this one a try, and then you can press play and then see how you did with regards to how I did it. So, first one says if an object can travel 30 meters per second, how long will it take for the object to travel 700 centimeters? Okay, so what I'm going to do is write down what I know. So I know V is 30 meters per second. I know that D, and really this is going to be change in D, right? We didn't really talk about this much, but it's going to travel 700 centimeters. That just means it started at 0. So it started from 0 and then went to 700 centimeters, so 0 centimeters. So if I go 700 minus 0, it's still 700. So that's why it's still changing in distance. All right, that being said, so it's 700 centimeters. Right off the bat, I don't like it being in centimeters, though. I need that to be in meters so I can get my answer in seconds. So what I'm going to do is change centimeters into meters. So 700 centimeters, well, that's just 7 meter sticks, right? 700 centimeters. So that's going to be, so times, or divided by 100. So divided by 100 is going to give me 7 meters. Now that I'm in meters, now I can just use my formula. And time was the one I was looking for. And technically that's change in time. So I'm going to start off by saying V is equal to change in distance over change in time. I'm working my... So now time is the thing I'm looking for, right? So what I'm going to do is rearrange this formula. I'm going to bring time up to this side of the equation. Multiply both sides by time if you want to think about it that way. So I'm going to have, make that blue. Time is equal to change in distance divided by velocity. I just brought V down to that side too, so we just kind of swapped them. Okay, and then change in time is going to be equal to 7 meters divided by 30 meters per second, which is going to be 0.23 seconds. So you might be asking yourself how these units end up working out to seconds. Well, if you think about it here, I'm just going to show you so you don't think I'm just making this up. We've got meters over meters per second. So you might remember this, you might not. I'm dividing by, I got m divided by m over s on the bottom, right? Dividing by something is the same as multiplying by the reciprocal, by multiplying by flipping the bottom upside down. So that's the same thing as saying meters times seconds over meters, right? Dividing by that, same as multiplying by the reciprocal. So if you do that, you end up with meters over meters, and we got seconds as our units. Okay, so our answer is that. Okay, number 2. It says you run 100 meters at the speed of 5 meters per second, and then you walk 100 meters at the speed of 1 meter per second. What was your average speed? Okay, so what we need to do first here is figure out our total distance and our total time. So I'm going to find time first. So what I'm going to do is write down, okay, we got time 1, we'll say, is going to be equal to distance 1 over velocity 1. And I kind of dropped the change in, just you'll kind of see that people do that in physics because it kind of gets annoying drawing that every time, so we just kind of dropped it now. Okay, so that's what we're going to do for time 1. And that's going to be equal to, distance 1 was 100 meters over velocity 1 was 5 meters per second. So T1 is 20 seconds. Okay, so I got T1, now I need T2. So T2 is going to be D2 over V2. So okay, D2 was 100 meters again, over 1 meter per second. So that's going to be 100 seconds. Okay, so we've got T1 and T2. So that's just going to, we just need to add them together to get our total time. So total, so T total is equal to 120 seconds. I just added those two together. Okay, D total is going to be equal to, well, just the two distances, so 100 and 100. So that's going to be 200 meters. Okay, and then I'll average velocity, so V av is going to be total distance over total time. So 200 meters divided by 120 meters. Oh, sorry, 120 seconds. That didn't make sense. 120 seconds. So V av is equal to 1.67 meters per second. Okay, that's all I'm going to do for the practice problem videos. If you'd like, though, I'd give this one a try. It's going to be similar to the more difficult problem up here. So see if you can do that. That'd be great. Okay, so that's it for that video. I'll see you guys in the next one.